Hello and welcome. You're watching Revsportz. This is our 12 p.m. show. I'm Rohit Juglan, and in this video, we're going to talk about, start of a new era in Indian cricket as far as T20 format is concerned. Because there are multiple players in this team now who are going to start today, and if you go a year back, they were nowhere near. It was all about different players. It was all about a change in thinking. It was all about some, new kind of mindset. And suddenly you saw Abhishek Sharma, coming out, in flying colors. And then you saw a Varun Chakravarti who played 2021 T20 World Cup, and after that it looked like that he will never gonna come back. There onwards, a Jitesh Sharma, someone like a Jitesh Sharma who went on to Zimbabwe for 3 games and, not even making into the 11 in that second string side was giving you an idea that Jitesh Sharma was nowhere near into the scheme of things. Look at him now. He's challenging Sanju Samson at this point of time, and he was the one, who spent most number of minutes as far as both of them are concerned, be it on the wicket keeping side or on the batting side. And not only this, you look into a Shivam Dube also. At this part of his career, he was again, into discussion as far as Asia Cup's playing 11 being concerned, the starting strongest 11 of the Asia Cup. His name is also there, in discussion. If you look into, his names, and there are many players like this. That's why I'm saying that it's going to be, a era where a different kind of Indian setup, a different kind of mentality, a different kind of, approach towards the game. You'll see that. But I told you on the very early part that it's going to be 2 parts. One, obviously a start of a new era. And the second thing will be, the most important thing, will they carry on this gung-ho approach that we'll keep on going, we'll keep on believing in the term that, you have to, beat 21 for 3, beat a certain situation like where they sent Rinku Singh. I think India were very early on the innings down and out with 3 wickets. The 3 wickets are back into the pavilion, and they said to Rinku Singh that you have to hit, you have to play bold. And then, it's all about that India crossed 200 mark there. I think it was a game against Afghanistan. So that's really will be the essence, or what we saw in 2022 Asia Cup. Rohit Sharma was trying to score with a high rate, but if you remember the England series before that Asia Cup, there was a certain kind of approach which Rohit executed. He was playing freely, he was going really good, and suddenly you saw him in Asia Cup, and the similar approach was not there, and then it hampered in T20 World Cup 2022 in a big way. And after that, he finally sat down and said that now I want to go all guns blazing. And then we saw the transformation in 2023 and the 2024 World Cup. Will this bunch of, players can carry that forward, or the so-called, big tournament or a multi-nation tournament will somewhere down the line change their approach? That we have to see. So that will be another focus as far as this story is concerned. So let's start, why not? Let's start with these 2 guys, who've been together, I think, for more than 12 years now, over a decade, we can easily see. It all starts, with their under 12 days, in Chandigarh, different sectors, going out from Chandigarh also to play games, Mohali, and then part of North India, and then part of different parts of India, and then from under 12 to under 14 to under 16 to under 19, and then what happens is that Shubman get a debut in 2020, somewhere around 2019 2020. I think, if I'm not wrong, it's 2019, and then Abhishek Sharma, it takes 5 years more, and he makes his debut in Zimbabwe after a superb season in IPL. So, again, if you see both of them, they were not part of, last year's T20 World Cup. There was Yashasvi Jaiswal, if there's need of any backup opener, and there were Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. But now look at them. It's all about now Abhishek Sharma and Shubman Gill. They spent a lot of time together in these last 12 years. And they were roommates, they were best of friends, they were outing partners. We can see their bromance together, going all around the park, coming, fielding, be it the slip catches, be it the runarounds, even on final day, on match day -1, the way they were preparing, it can tell you the bonding between the two, their outings, their dinner together, their birthday wishes, their fun time, each and everything will tell you about that. They really in a good hit space as far as both of them are concerned, and that goes way back. As I said, that it's a 10-12 year friendship or maybe more. So and I remember this question I asked him about, in Zimbabwe. I asked him about Abhishek Sharma. I asked him that that bat story, and he very candidly told me in the press conference that whenever I feel that I'm not scoring runs, whenever I feel that it's not coming out of my bat, I asked Shubman for his bat, and he did the same in IPL also. Last year around, he did the same thing in IPL also. He scored runs. On that day, he scored a century. So it was always the story. He told me this, that it was always the story that whenever I'm feeling that I'm not getting runs, I'll ask for Shubman's bat. And in here, at this part of the world where I'm sitting right now in Dubai, I saw him doing this again in the change room. Just outside the change room, he was again not middling the ball properly, and he asked for Shubman's bat, and then he started shadow practicing. So that's how they both are as far as their friendship are concerned. And why I'm talking about that, because that's again a new era. That's again something which you will see here. Both of them open in Zimbabwe. If you see, both of them open in Zimbabwe also. But again, that was a second string side. This is your, the main playing 11. This is your first A team, and so that's what makes it a little more special. That when it comes to the second string side, yes, we were into the discussion. We opened the innings for India, but now it's the best team they can send, and they have chosen us as an openers. So that's what makes it very special for both of them. So this is about the two openers. And as I said in the early part of my video, like the way Rohit Sharma started 2022 with he tried to establish this new kind of batting, but that was only till England. What happened when he came here? And you can see this, you can see the difference between Rohit Sharma before that Asia Cup. He looked in, a good touch. He was scoring really hard. He was scoring really quick. And suddenly that Asia Cup starts, and it was just the other way around for Rohit Sharma. And the T20 World Cup, we all know. So will that pressure hamper Abhishek Sharma's style? Because we all know that 193, 194 strike rate, no one is closer to him. Forget about opponents in the Indian team, no one is close to him. So that kind of style, different kind of challenges as far as the pitches are concerned. If there is a wicket who's gripping and holding the ball a little bit, what will Abhishek Sharma do then? He likes the ball coming onto the bat, playing on the rise. That what he that what he is very comfortable with. But if there is a different kind of wicket, if there is a different kind of challenge, what will be the communication from the dressing room? That will be, I think, a most important thing as far as Abhishek Sharma is concerned. We know about Shubman Gill. He will be your most consistent batter. He will give you those runs. Yes, not with the strike rate like Abhishek Sharma, but you doesn't need similar things with all of your batters. So that's with both of them. Then comes the Tilak Varma part. Tilak Varma, again, he was nowhere in picture. If you go back 12, 14 months back, he was nowhere into the picture. Sorry. And then what happened is, again, when till the South Africa, mid-South Africa I'm talking about, and not able to score that much runs, he was struggling. There were a lot of pieces around him that he can't play spin well, and it's not that that's a completely false thing to report that he is a little weak as far as spin bowling is concerned. Yes, there were problems, But then he knocked the door of his captain in South Africa. He asked him that, and I'm talking about Suryakumar Yadav, and he asked him that whether he can play number 3. So Surya was batting at number 3, but this guy came and asked him that whether he can play number 3. And Surya said, go on. And, because they share a repo in Mumbai Indians also. So, yes, IPL also, helped him a lot if he was he was with a different franchisee, and that was not the part of bonding. I don't think that I am not saying that it won't happen then, but I'm saying that it will be a little difficult, with similar franchisee, the kind of bond they share. I think it's completely different. So him asking Surya allowing him, giving him his own position. I remember that Virat Kohli used to do this a lot. For a KL Rahul, he compromised his position. For a Suresh Raina in South Africa 2018 to T20 series, he compromised his position because he knew that, these guys at this point of time need some confidence. And if they want, certain batting positions, let them be. That's what Surya did here, something like a Virat Kohli. So Tilak Verma scoring those 100 and, taking on the challenges, and then, number 2 in the ICC T20I batting list. He completely dominated after that, and that's why, when we are talking about that, can we adjust a Sanju Samson at number 3? Then we are saying that what wrong Tilak has done at this point of time. He's your number 2 batter. He scored centuries. He won you matches. He can bowl some deliveries. He's a wonderful fielder. So why not Tilak Verma? So here's the answer. So yes, Tilak Verma is again a part of that. Jitesh, I already told the story that Jitesh was nowhere near in the picture after Australia. I think he played up where him and Rinku Singh with those partnerships on at the later part of the innings. And suddenly we saw him going out of the team. Age was a factor as far as him being concerned. And then what I told you earlier also, in Zimbabwe, in a second string side, he can't make it into the 11. And there was a Dhruv Jurel ahead of him. There was a, Rishabh Pant already playing T20 World Cup. Then there was a Sanju Samson. So there was no chance for a Jitesh Sharma. And suddenly those, you can say that only 2 innings, but look at the gravity, look at the, enormity of those 2 innings. One against, one in the last, in the last stage of qualifiers, the playoffs. And then obviously the final where no one is able to hit, the ball properly. Here comes Jitesh Sharma and he's smacking it like nothing. So that's how the picture has completely changed. Obviously Dinesh Karthik played a huge role into it. But the way Jitesh came into the picture as far as Indian team is concerned, and now who knows, he could be, very, very close to, if this tournament goes well, he could be your choice for the T20 World Cup also. And then, as I mentioned, that Varun Chakravarti's name. Obviously, Shivam Dube also a part of it, but he was your part of, he was your part of thinking in T20 World Cup also, played the final also, important contribution there. Then the Zimbabwe series, and then, he was part of your selections, not in the Sri Lanka after that, but after that he played a lot. And after that, you see a Varun Chakravarti and you say, wow, man, Varun Chakravarti 2021 with that disappointing tournament, and for India also, and for individual players also. And then suddenly nowhere, he just vanished, and the way then he came back, the KKR thing happened, and Gambhir, he was into the scheme of things as far as Gautam Gambhir is concerned. And then, you're looking at a Varun Chakravarti, someone who at this point of time, the world wants to know more about him, but he doesn't show, much. As far as the Indian nets are concerned, you never see him bowling those, googlies or, those, other different kind of deliveries which you used to see, the variation you used to see in international matches. So he doesn't bowl it to his own batters, so that this is the kind of confidence at this point of time he's in. He knows his skill. He's working really hard in his batting. TNPL, we all remember how he finished off things with a 6. The day before yesterday, we saw him spending a lot of time in batting also, around 30 to 40 minutes there in the nets with the bat. So he is also getting some confidence back, and he's also, the part of your this new kind of Indian cricket team. And the way he's contributing, we all know what he did in Champions Trophy, we all know what he did in the IPL, in the presence of Sunil Narine, to be the number 1 spinner for a team, that speaks volume. And then, if you see this team, the kind of approach, they carry, I think, it will tell you that this team, with this start of a new era, can do different things, can accept different challenges, overcome them. They can perform in the toughest, worst case scenarios rather, and come out as champions. So this is what I want to put. And as I mentioned, that for me the most important thing today will be to see that how this team performs in a multi-nation tournament, because playing bilateral series is different. Yes, it's been asked from Surya also that do you think is that there will be any change of approach. He said that क्यों उंगली करना, in Hindi he said that सब कुछ सही चल रहा है, everything is going really well, and why we need to adjust anything if you are doing really well. But there is a scenario that if you see the Indian team's performance in past tournaments, and I'm talking about the World T20s and the Asia Cups, you'll see them facing different kind of challenges as far as the multi-nation tournaments being concerned. So that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see at this point of time with a new multi-nation tournament. This team, multiple players are there, who played these kind of World Cups and Champions Trophies and Asia Cups. But there are other players also, someone like Abhishek Sharma, who can be the face of Indian batting in coming years or coming time. So how Abhishek Sharma plays, Tilak Verma, another one to look forward to in coming years, from here to the coming years. And then you have someone like a Jitesh Sharma, who was really desperate to make it into the World Cup squad in 2024. In an interview to me, he said that my focus was on World Cup, and that's why I I just made things worse for me. I was thinking about World Cup. I was not in the present, and that's what take everything away at that point of time. Not a good IPL. Forget about the World Cup squad, and suddenly it was like Punjab doesn't want to retain me. I was the vice captain there, but sometimes it all happens for good, and that's what happened to Jitesh. A RCB contract, a championship on the very first season, and he was considered as one of the most important players. So yes, that's the story all about. Let's see how Team India faces this challenge, and will they overcome this or not. This is me, Rohit Juglan, signing out. Keep watching Revsportz for different videos, updates, breakings, everything, and we'll keep you providing with latest updates. Thank you so much.